Hi, my name is Alyssa. It's a pleasure to meet you. Hopefully you're doing well.
And it goes a little something like...
In the, I guess, wake of NCT 127's repackage, and Dream just released their album, and we got a WAYV album coming soon. I just kind of wanted to do like a quick little discussion video because I kind of been thinking about, I said kind of about 24 times. I've been thinking about this concept or this whole thing for a while now. You guys know I love making videos about things that nobody asks for, so I figured why not do a little discussion piece on this probably the biggest, for lack of a better term, controversy about NCT is like whether or not WAYV is considered a part of NCT. To explain this very, very briefly, me personally, maybe just because I've been a fan of NCT for all this time, and I've also had a history of being a fan of J-pop groups, and like if y'all know, you know, AKB48, all that shit, they got tons of subunits. So I'm used to the whole subunit shit. I'm used to groups with a lot of members. So to me, NCT's concept is not that hard to understand, but I understand it might be hard for somebody else. But to basically summarize, I wanted to create like this big global boy group and have subunits promote in different places. So we have 127 that's mainly promoting in Seoul, but they also do American promotion. So we have Dream, which is meant to represent the youth, and we have WAYV, which is essentially supposed to be NCT China, but you know, it's a whole thing. The whole basic thing, it's like the argument seems to be that a lot of WAYV believe that WAYV is not considered a part of NCT, or they don't want to count WAYV as NCT because of SM's mistreatment of the Chinese members of Winwin, and especially Winwin, but you know, Ten and Kun and you know, everybody. So SM is stupid. This is what kills me about SM, honestly. It's like, this is not the first time this thing has happened, because SM has a history of not knowing what the fuck to do with their Chinese members, and I can't understand why they're not learning from their mistakes. Let's go back a little bit. Let's do a little quick small history lesson. It kind of started with Super Junior way back in the day, because they had a Chinese member named Hangen, and back in the day, man, he couldn't even perform with them. He had to wear a mask. Like, they literally would not show his face. Like, people had to protest for him to be able to show his fucking face. It was a whole ordeal. More or less, eventually Hangang ended up suing SM because they kind of forced him to work while he was very much so hurt. You can look it up, you know, internet can explain it better than I can, I'm sure. I guess actually, because FX came before EXO, if we can look at FX right fast, Victoria, leader of FX, famously, SM has never known what to do with FX for some fucking reason. For the last couple of years before FX ended up disbanding, it's like FX was just kind of like dispersed. Like, nobody knew what to do with anybody. So Victoria literally just went back home. She's living in China now. Like, she just went back home because SM wasn't doing shit. We got EXO. We all know what happened with EXO and their Chinese members, so I won't go into a full detail. Y'all already know. There's 3 separate occasions of SM not handling Chinese members correctly. Then we come to NCT and they decide, hey, let's make a whole unit. Let's do a whole thing. I don't know what to do with them, so let's just throw them over there and say fuck it. Pretty much what SM just did. It's so stupid. I'm not understanding. I'm really not understanding. It's like, especially when it comes to Winwin, right? And fucking chase that nigga down for what, 2-3 years before he joined SM. They were adamant. They were on his ass. They wanted him in SM so bad, just for them to debut him, give him no lines, no fucking screen time, cut him out of everything, damn near erase him from 127 despite the fact that he is a founding member, and just throw him in WAYV essentially and say, all right, that's where you're gonna be, and we're gonna look over here and do something else. Sitting here like, why go through all the fucking trouble if you was gonna do that? And that's low-key like a side note. I be wondering that with a lot of these K-pop entertainment companies, because it'd be like, it's always the Chinese members. And I'd be sitting here like, why go through all the struggle of having a Chinese member if you not gonna treat them right? Especially with SM, because like I just told you, they have a history of doing it. So it's like, why are you not learning from your mistakes? But what's so hard about it? But I mean, like, I say all that to say, I mean, at the base level, right? And this is just a discussion video, so I'm not gonna come in here and tell you what you should feel or whatever. This is just, I just kind of want to talk about it because it's just been in my head and I just kind of want to get my thoughts out. But like, at the base level, I guess you could say that WAYV is technically supposed, at the very least, supposed to be a part of NCT, because WAYV's whole concept from jump was NCT China. But at the same time, it's like, well, SM kind of, if we're really talking about it, SM set set WAYV up, set NCT up to have this issue. Because why the fuck would SM want to say at least, hey, WAYV is a part of NCT, but at the same time still turn around and fucking give them a separate fandom name, a separate light stick, and go through all this trouble of separating them. The more I'm thinking about it and the more I'm talking it out, like, I totally understand why people would just say, well, WAYV is not a part of NCT. Because SM is not really acting like WAYV should be a part of NCT. Like, they're going out of their way to kind of push them to the side, and it's like, I understand why WayShinies are so frustrated. I'm frustrated. You could also say that it's the same concept, because even if we look at, you know, WAYV's fandom name and WAYV's light sticks at least are very, very similar. NCT's light stick and WAYV's light stick are very similar in design. Even their fandom names are kind of similar, you know, Season-y, WayShini, you know, kind of shooing these three members to the side and not counting them as a part of NCT because they're not officially like listed. I think there's like a website or something somewhere. They don't officially list Xiaojun Hendry and Yang Yang as a member of NCT. Like, they counted Kun and Winwin and Ten and Lucas, but they're not counting the other three, and that's stupid. It's all stupid. You know what, actually, I came into this video, I'm gonna be honest with you, I came into this video thinking, maybe this is just because me, and it's like, I knew them in SM Rookies. I was around when you debuted, I was around when 127 debuted, I was around when Dream debuted. I remember being so excited for each unit to debut and so excited for each member to finally debut and finally get their moment. So maybe that's just me being like, I want to count them all in one group because I know that they've all trained together and worked together and been together for all this time. So me just being, I guess, sentimental or whatever, wants to be like, well, they're all in one unit or one group because that's just me. But now that I'm thinking about it and talking it out, like, bro, it's like SM just doesn't want it to be that way. And I can understand that's probably why the fans are so frustrated, because it's like, well, if SM is going out of their way to essentially push back and say, well, no, they're different, then why wouldn't the fans be like, all right, fine, fuck it, I guess they're different then? Damn, I think I just answered my own question. Me personally, if you're gonna come just from my opinion, I am OT21. I put them all in one group because that's just me wanting to be that way. Even in the same thing, it's like, well, if WAYV isn't NCT, then are they just like a different group? Would you consider WAYV as just another group underneath SM Entertainment? Like, would they just not be associated with NCT at all? I've seen that actually a couple of times where people get angry if you associate WAYV with 127 or NCT in general. And it's like, well, can you blame anybody for doing that when, you know, Winwin was in 127, 10 was in U, Lucas was in U as well? It's like, there's a lot of overlap. It's just a whole complicated fucking thing, and SM's making it way more complicated than they need to. It's not that hard to just be like, all right, NCT is one thing and these are the units, bam. That's something very easy that they could do, but no, SM just wants to fucking take the long road. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I don't know. Again, like I said, this was meant to be like a discussion video, so like I don't have an answer, of course, because I don't know what SM is planning. I don't know what they're gonna do. Final point, fucking support all units. Honestly, I'm of the belief that you should support all units anyways. I'm an NCT fan, so therefore I support every unit, bitch. I'm buying 127's new album. I bought Dream's album. It hasn't came in the mail yet, and I am going to buy WAYV's new album when it comes out. I'm going to support all units. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it a whole bunch. If this is your first time coming across my channel and you just showed up here, hi, it's nice to meet you. My name is Alyssa. I said that already. Cool if you subscribed, only if you want to. If you want to like the video as well, if you enjoyed it, you can go ahead and do that as well. I don't want to tell y'all what to do, but y'all know where the buttons are, so you can do what you feel like you want to do. If you dislike it, you can hit dislike, you know, whatever. You can do whatever you want to do. You can just hit the YouTube home button, just click off the video all together. It's probably what you did. You probably already did that, honestly. Honestly, you probably clicked off the first 2 seconds. I also have social medias. I have a Twitter. I am mostly active on Twitter, so feel free to follow me on Twitter. Also have a Twitch if you guys want to catch me playing video games, probably Animal Crossing. You can go ahead and follow me on Twitch, 127peach. Feel free to follow me there. I've already been yelling all this time. My jaw hurts, actually. That means I should shut up. So let's go ahead and just shut up now. That's bye.